My name is Kendra, and I support a civilian review board because I believe that we deserve accountability from the police, and I want something with power that would be able to check unfair police practices.
My name is Issa Mujahid. I'm a New Haven resident. I support an independent civilian review board that has the trust and confidence of the New Haven community. I think what we've seen with some of the problems around policing and excessive use of force and police brutality around the country is more important now than ever that there are mechanisms for the community to hold the police accountable and structures that win the confidence of the community of their police departments. Otherwise, our communities will not function in a way that's healthy in the interactions between the police and the communities they serve and should hold them accountable.
My name is Camille Seaberry, and I care about the Civilian Review Board because right now there's no transparency in the internal affairs process. Their data is pretty much just a black box. You can't find out just what sorts of complaints have been filed, how those complaints have ended, how that's changed under different police chiefs, what officers have had the most complaints, or anything like that. There's basically no, there needs to be accountability that can come through that sort of information, that sort of data. Right now we don't have that. A real civilian review board would make all of that possible and transparent and accountable to the community in that way.
My name is Carrie Ellington, and I believe New Haven needs a strong, powerful civilian review board because police violence is real in communities of color and the black and brown communities of New Haven. Youth are impacted by police violence, adults, people of all generations in our communities, and we need a body that we can trust in, that the public can have faith in, that's going to protect and serve the public. And we currently don't have faith in the internal affairs process, and we don't have faith in what the Board of Alders propose. What we would like is a even stronger civilian review board with power, that has the power to compel officers for testimony and to have independent investigation power and sanction power. New Haven needs it, black and brown communities need it, black and brown youth need it. Police violence, police terror is real. Every 28 hours in this country, a black man, woman, and child is gunned down at the hands of a police officer or somebody sponsored by the state. And communities need a real agency, a real body that's going to protect and service them. And we believe that a civilian review board with power will do that for New Haven, and we want in on that process.
My name is Chris Desir, and I'll be at the Board of Alders meeting on Wednesday, April 5th, to support an independent civilian review board with subpoena power. I think it's pretty obvious to anyone that you can't rely on the police to investigate themselves. This has been proven time and time again. The City of New Haven has no confidence in the internal affairs process, and the city charter clearly calls for a civilian review board that is going to instill public confidence in the civilian complaint review process. And that's the type of board we're coming out to demand on Wednesday.
My name's Wally Hulke. I'm a New Haven resident. I'm a law student, and I stand with the call for a stronger civilian review board. Civilian review board, if it's going to be effective, needs to be able to ask police questions they have to answer. And there are a couple ways they can do that. They can have subpoena power. They can have subpoena power, which the Board of Alders has had for more than 100 years. Or it could be something simpler, like just asking the police department to require all its employees to answer questions and attend hearings of the Civilian Review Board. But if you can't talk to the police, you can't do what a civilian review board needs to do, which is make sure that the community feels like the police report to them and respond to them. And without a little more strength, the distance between the police and the community is going to be just as big. And that's why I'm standing with people who want the Board of Alders to slow down, invite the community into their decision-making process, and stand up for a stronger civilian review board.
My name is Bob B. Dunn. I'm a resident here in New Haven and a poet. But about the Civilian Review Board, I think it's very necessary because, the voice of the people matter. And me being a citizen, of this community, not having a voice and just sitting there watching, young people being gunned down, brutalized by the police, it just wouldn't make sense to have police policing police. And just the power, for us to, subpoena the police officers. You do have some great officers out there, but, the good ones that are out there that are really trying to do their job, you have these, cops that are making them look bad. So, and I care about that, and I care about my people. So I think, the people should have the power. They should have the say. They should have an opinion. And the whole thing with the Board of Aldermen, I heard that they, put a proposal together instead of talking to the people and putting it together with the people who voted them in. So, to me, I think, that's not fair. And we want to be able to say this is what democracy looks like, and it's actual democracy. That's it.